Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lowbrow Nation.
Fuck yeah, dude. Welcome to the Lowbrow Nation, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Don't matter.
That's right. The points are just like our new website we just launched.
Oh, yeah.
And whose line is it anyway references.
Fucking Ryan Styles.
All right. The website is, if you guys want to check it out, it is www, in case you needed that information, the World Wide Web .lowbrownation.com.
/
None of that.
Not really. If you
Fucking
want
up
to,
the old folks already.
if you do or don't want to check it out, just go check it out anyway. There's a lot of articles on there, some cool, some blogs on there from people that we love and know, and feel free to share them to wherever you want to share them to, whether it be Twitter, Facebook.
Share them with your Mormon aunt.
Can you share stuff like that to Instagram? I don't know if you can. You can, tell your parents.
You can put the link
Take
to
a
the
picture.
website in your bio on Instagram.
Oh,
your
you
mom.
can.
And then every time you
Yeah.
post something, just say link in bio, and it'll be our website.
Yep.
Screenshot it.
Boom. Lowbrownation.com. Do it. Make sure you do it right though.
Don't forget the www dot.
Yeah.
All right. Jamie, how was your weekend?
My week was good.
Yeah? Do anything cool?
Played golf on Sunday. It was pretty neat.
Oh, you've been getting into that.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I missed playing golf. I told my wife today.
I didn't know you ever played golf.
I
Yeah,
played
I
golf a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think you were like one of the unlockable characters on Hot Shots Golf.
I was literally just a little.
bald silhouette.
Yeah, it was just it's a little golf ball with toothpick legs. I was telling Lane, it just it's the one sport that can make you so angry,
Really?
and you just want to break stuff, and then you want to do it again.
Yeah.
Because like that one or two shots you make that are actually good, make the day.
It doesn't fuck with your shoulder because you have a bad shoulder.
You know what? No, that's oddly, that's strange.
Yeah.
Golf does not mess with my back. Doesn't mess with my shoulder. It's actually one of the worst sports for your back, but it doesn't mess with my shoulder, and I don't hurt afterwards. I did get I got some new golf shoes, and my feet didn't hurt afterwards.
I was at fucking.
I enjoy it a lot.
I went to Goodwill Community Center
Yeah.
with my girlfriend recently, and
GFC?
they had like some like a set of like a golf bag with like a full, what I'm assuming is a full set of clubs. I don't know much about golf, so there could have been something missing, but it was super cheap. It was like $40 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If it was $40,
I thought about getting it, but I was
probably-
like, I don't know anyone that plays golf. And then like Jamie's posting on Instagram where he's playing fucking golf. So
Fucking
get it.
GoPro
We'll go play
shots
golf.
and-
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it'll
was
be
in
fun.
that same situation, but I bought an entire set and just hit ice cubes at cars all day. I was like 15, and I bought a whole set from thrift store. I had nothing else to hit. I had no golf balls, so
So you just
Ice cubes it
ice
was.
cubes at cars. That's awesome.
For those of you who don't know, we'll introduce who was just speaking in a second.
It's a special guest.
Special guest.
Dustin, how was your week?
It was all right. Another week.
Another week.
Yeah. Nothing
In the
crazy.
books?
Yeah. Down.
Yeah.
60 more to go.
I feel like something crazy happened this past week for me, but I don't. Oh, I bought the fucking Super Nintendo Classic.
Oh, God.
hell yeah.
What he
Did
doesn't
that?
know is I'm stealing it, taking it home.
Bullshit.
Shit.
You can fucking
You
overpay
gotta
for
fight.
it from
Yeah.
someone on Craigslist.
I've
like
noticed
I
it's
did.
real small.
It's super.
Yeah,
You can fit in the
everything's
small
fit
of
in
your,
the palm
in the palm of your
of
hand.
your
It's all
hand,
pre-programmed inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
it comes with
Yeah,
like
I'm
21, 22 games.
Can you
something
put
like
more games in it?
No.
that. No.
You can't hook it up to the interwebs and do shit
No,
to
you
it.
could hack it.
It's just a Linux-based program, right?
I mean, it's some kind of emulator-based program.
What are the games on there? What?
I mean, it's got the hitters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Super Metroid, Link
Final
to the Past,
Fantasy 3.
Final
I'm
Fantasy
assuming
3,
it's got.
Street Fighter.
Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country.
Is Dr. Mario on it?
No.
Nah, it ain't got no Donkey.
Man, really?
No.
I figured that would be there.
That's
Nah.
Nintendo
I have a bunch of
property.
Kirby shit on there.
Yeah,
Mine
it's
was
got like a
awesome
Kirby
about it.
golf game, matter of fact. And then
Mario Kart. Did we say that?
Yeah,
Mario
no.
Kart.
Mario
Mario
Kart's in
Kart.
there? We're playing that when we get done
Mario
with the
Kart
podcast.
is fun. Yeah.
I'm not going home until 4 in the morning.
There's fucking Contra 3.
Yeah, Contra.
Oh, shit.
Castlevania 3.
Yeah, Castlevania 4.
Is it 4? Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Wow.
Super Castlevania 4.
And you
They
overpaid for
got
it.
they got Mega Man.
You Mega Man X.
And
Mega
you
Man
traveled.
X.
Yeah.
They got that dog skateboard.
Nah, that's not that one. That's the regular Mega Man. X didn't have the dog one in it.
You traveled a distance to get this.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we went all the way to Durham.
all the way to Durham. We
God.
got fucking some dude on Craigslist. It was the cheapest one on Craigslist because they're typically going on Craigslist from anywhere between like 150 to 250.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy was selling it for 110. Right now, they retail for like $80. Right, this guy had it posted for 110. He put his phone number in there, so I texted him. I was like, "Hey, you still have that Nintendo?" And he was like, "Yeah, but someone's looking to buy it for a little more than what I asked for it." And I was like, "Okay, it's probably bullshit. He's just trying to drive up the price, but I
Yeah.
want it, so I'll play along." You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So I was like, "Well, he said the guy wasn't too sure, but he was going to buy it for 120." I was like, "Well, I'll confirm 120 right now. Pick it up today." You know what I mean? That's guaranteed. I'll pick it up today. He's like, "Well, can you do 130 and it's yours?" And I was like, "All right, cool. I'll do 130." And so I drove all the way out to Durham and met
That
him.
guy made $40 on it.
It's nothing like haggling with a guy who lives in his mom's basement.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, he was definitely a mom's basement
Yeah.
kind of guy.
Dragon
He was definitely-
t-shirt.
Dude, yeah, fucking tie-dye dragon t-shirt, gym shorts.
Yep.
He probably had like 6 of those things.
cat lick mustache.
Yeah,
A little bit of milk,
God.
it's gone.
yeah, definitely. For sure. So this week we have special guest Steve Hooker.
Hello.
Steve.
Steve, tell us about yourself, bud.
I'm a man.
Okay.
I'm a man that loves to tattoo.
So you're a tattoo artist?
I am. I work here in Clayton at Shades of Grey with Mr. Jamie here.
Yeah. He's really good at it, too.
Mr.
Yeah.
Linwood.
Definitely. How long have you been tattooing?
I'm going on 6 years now.
6 years?
6 years.
And how old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
30. So you started when you were 24.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And where'd you start at?
I started on the coast, North Carolina. Outer
the-
Banks, North Carolina.
Oh,
All
so
the,
you-
Wright Brothers territory.
Are you fucking from Vertigo?
I am from Vertigo.
Shit. Okay, so
Yeah,
you know
that
Jim.
place gave me vertigo.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I didn't know you were from there. That's cool. Is that where you started out at? Was Vertigo?
I did. I got my apprenticeship there.
Who'd you apprentice under?
I apprenticed under Gigi Westgate, who I am currently working with
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't know
wow.
she was from fucking
Uh,
Vertigo
yeah.
too. Wow.
Yes.
Childhood friend. I've known her for at least 15 years.
That's crazy.
He calls her George.
Yeah.
George.
I mean, I only call her that because she knows who's talking to her when I say that.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, dude. I didn't know that.
Small
Gigi
world.
was from.
Yeah,
Vertigo.
she got me the job up here. I mean, I basically owe my entire
Yeah,
tattooing career to her.
that's awesome.
That's
dude.
awesome,
Thank
dude.
Yeah,
you, George.
for sure.
I love you.
Yeah, she does fucking good work, dude. I follow her on Instagram. I don't think she follows me back, but it's cool.
Gigi, if you're listening, Jacob needs your help.
She's definitely got a fine line between love and hate.
Yeah.
She doesn't do the technology very well.
Nah, emails are still a struggle for her.
Dude, me too.
Her calendar's a struggle for her.
I fucking had some guy message me on Facebook about wanting to get tattooed,
Yeah?
and I forgot to message him back. And then I got a message from him. It was like, "You must be busy. I'll just go somewhere else." I was like,
Ooh.
"All right, cool."
Yeah. I had one.
KO.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, dude. Like, because I just don't like. I don't like. It's so hard for me to like deal with like business shit on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
someone messaged me, if you want to not like fucking have like, if you want to just be as weird about going to get a tattoo as possible, the two things you can do are message me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I don't ever think to check those things. I always think to check my fucking email. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the business.
You barely check
Yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah.
why I deleted mine.
Yeah. You deleted what? Your Facebook?
My Facebook, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't deal with it.
I mean, that's the only thing. Like, I had a Facebook for a long time that I didn't use for like fucking 4
4
years.
years, yeah.
Something like that. Just didn't do anything. So I made another one just for tattoos, just so I can like put them out there and maybe get some business.
Yep.
But the one thing I didn't think about was like, if you fucking post a tattoo, someone's gonna like. Every time I post a tattoo, someone's like, "Oh, can you do this?" Or like asking me like, "Cool, how much was that?" Or "How much for this?" Like on the comments, I'm like, "I'm not going to discuss this thing."
Yep.
Like, I'm not going to discuss.
I've had a
this.
few people do that in comments,
why
and then
I
I'll send them a
deleted it.
message.
Yeah. And then people like want to post on my wall. I had to just disable where people can post on my wall because they'll like fucking just like post on my wall like someone's tattoo from Google and be like, "How much for this?" And I'm like, "Dude, that's someone. Why don't you ask the artist who did that?"
Uh-huh.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'm a firm believer in not
Yeah.
copying tattoos.
Dude, that's crazy.
Well, tell us a little bit more about yourself. What do you do in your off time, Steve?
My off time, I'm an avid skateboarder for sure.
Oh, nice.
I like to fuck myself up on a daily basis.
Are you not afraid you're gonna fucking like break your hands one day?
I'm totally afraid of that.
Yeah, that'd be my
Yeah.
biggest fear for sure.
I mean, yeah, I've definitely kind of taken a step back from the aspects of things of like that, like breaking my arms and legs
Yeah,
and
dude.
stuff
You
like
break
that.
your
But,
fucking arm, dude. You're out of
but
work.
yeah, there's no way I'm staying off a board though.
Yeah.
Got to keep on one.
What kind of skating do you do? Are you vert or are you street?
I'm a street kid. I'm an East Coast kid, man. We had to build everything we skated.
Yeah.
You know, there was no parks around when I was coming up. It's just sidewalks and alleyways.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. How long you been skating?
See, I started when I was like 13.
Uh-huh.
So that's what, a good 17 years now.
Do you have a favorite board? Like company? I don't know. I haven't really kept up with skating in a long time.
I don't know nothing about it.
I remember whenever I was younger, I was super into World Industries because I like the fucking like fire
Yeah,
and
the
water,
graphics
dude.
are always
Yeah.
cool. I mean, nowadays it's whatever's cheapest and most
Yeah.
reliable. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I never skateboarded, but I was like super into I guess a poser.
In
I
the
don't know.
gear.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I used to always fucking buy my shoes from CCS, the magazine.
oh yeah,
You
dude.
remember that
I got
shit?
caught many a school day reading that instead of
Yeah.
the textbook. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was
dude.
small enough to keep in any textbook you
Uh-huh.
had. You
Super
know?
tiny. It was like pocket size.
Yep.
I always looked at the snowboarding stuff.
They had cool stuff in CCS. I would always buy iPads. iPads were my shoe for the
You do
longest
much
time.
snowboarding, Jamie?
Yeah, every day.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah.
In Eastern North
Head
Carolina.
on up to the mountains,
Yep.
shred it up.
No, I snowboard in my backyard.
In your backyard.
Yeah,
Just
I really
down.
I want to try snowboarding. I know a lot of people say it hurts, but
It does. I mean, from a skateboarder's stance, it's nothing like skateboarding. It hurts.
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it's weird because your legs are attached to the board.
Yeah, you can't jump off of it.
Yeah.
That's
There-
what been my
there's no
biggest thing
bailing.
about snow. Yeah, you can't just bail on the board. You can jump off of a skateboard.
You're along for the ride, so you're going down. You're going down.
Yeah, when we walked up, Steve saw the ripstick. He's like, "Oh yeah."
Dude, ripsticks are fun.
Well, say-
People hate on ripsticks because you can only do so much
Well,
on them. You know?
I just think it's funny because the motion you have to make those things
Yeah,
move.
it's like in, like,
gyrating your hips. So
serpentine.
you're just
Yeah.
kind of like sexually moving your way
Yeah.
down the sidewalk. Like,
Definitely, dude. I don't know. I dig it. I like the ripstick.
Like emo Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3.
right? You're just kind of like,
Sexualize the world.
I don't know, dude.
That
Ripsticks
was
go.
loud.
I fucking ate shit on the ripstick a couple months ago and haven't been back on it since. So.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, dude. I felt hard. Like I thought I gave myself a concussion.
Here in
that's got
the,
to
here
be
at
an
the
all-time
house?
low, man.
Dude, because okay, so like a ripstick, like you don't really kick like you do with like a skateboard. You know, like a skateboard, you kick a few times, you build up momentum, you hop on or whatever.
This one's all what? The
the-
harder
yeah.
you gyrate, the faster you go.
Yeah, pretty much. But you do like one push off with your foot, and then you get on the board, right?
Yeah.
But I had been killing it. I gotten really good at it. I was like, hey, I'm like really getting on this board really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can get on the board every time. This is awesome. So I got super confident. I was like, I'm gonna try to kick twice and get some extra speed. Fucking kicked once. Went back for the second one. Board shot out from under me. Flat on my back, dude. Just that's a lot of body to go
You
down.
underestimate
Yeah.
the power of the ripstick.
Dude, I'm telling
God, that is gotta say that right there is why I don't skateboard.
dude, I
Like,
fucking smacked my head on the concrete.
I
Fucked
found-
up my elbow.
recently I found some skateboards, some longboards. I guess they're land paddle boards is what they're considered. One of them was as tall as my wife. It was 4'11", and the other one I found was 6 feet long. And I think I would like to try that.
We'll do it.
But they're expensive. I mean, they were like $200-300
Bop.
But I want to try one. I think the bigger the board, the more secure I would feel.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But I don't. Wheels under my feet. Not good with it.
I mean, I've definitely seen those around before, but I feel like it's much harder work as if you were on like a paddleboard because, of course, you've got to like plant the stick down on the cement and actually push yourself and coast yourself along. But I think it's definitely one of those hybrids where people who either can't paddleboard or can't skateboard, so they kind of merge them together. But it's like it's just harder work.
You know, we were talking about Puckett and I were talking about paddleboards a couple weeks ago. Actually, last week. And paddleboarding, I feel like, could build some core muscles.
Oh no, yeah, dude, it's all about your midsection and your upper body strength. I've got a lot of friends who actually do it. I guess internationally for races and stuff, and they're really good at it. But it requires a shitload of just endurance
Yeah.
and upper body strength. I do it from time to time. My dog loves doing it. It's great for kind of spending some quality time with your dog.
You just did a triathlon that involved paddleboarding,
Yeah,
right?
they substituted the swimming for paddleboarding, and that was an interesting day because I was the only one that showed up in board shorts instead of booties and wetsuit and shit because I
Man.
guess the hurricanes that have been coming through have definitely been bringing in colder water. So,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't know that. I've been away from the coast for a couple months now,
freezing.
so I showed up and everyone's looking at me all funny, like, "What are you doing, dude? The water's freezing." Luckily, I only fell off once, but it was kind of a boost to kind of keep myself going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and luckily I was able to borrow a mountain bike for the biking portion, or else I'd be on a beach cruiser, just looking like a straight island yuppie, just doing this whole triathlon. But
Shooby.
I finished, and that's all I cared about. Free beer at the end,
Damn.
can't beat that.
Yeah, free beer, man. Cheers to that.
I might be making this up, but don't they have like a land paddleboard now?
Yeah, just said it.
that's
It's
what he's
a
talking about,
goddamn
yeah.
Oh, were you talking
skateboard.
about that, dude?
You're like on a longboard
Back at it, dude.
skateboard.
It's a really
Back
long.
at
It's
it
a,
again.
it's an extra.
Damn, Jacob.
What'd you say last week?
Oh,
Season
man.
2 shows no something.
Well, the riders are just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're the same.
Yeah, dude.
It's just it's an extra long longboard.
Yeah,
and you have like this. It
Yeah, that
looks
shit
like
was
a
on
paddle.
Shark Tank, bro.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a paddle with like a rubber grip on the bottom of it. You
was
paddle
on Shark
yourself
Tank?
along.
Yeah,
really.
some people with that trying to create the brand.
I'm assuming the trucks are wider too.
A little wider.
Yeah.
My suggestion is just find a hill and go down it.
Is that like
It'll
That's
say- it'll save you-
scary.
Are they like
but
the
yeah,
ripstick of the paddleboarding world?
Ripsticking is like
That's like bottom.
it's like a scooter without handles.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the movement alone is still new to me. Just the way to make the thing move.
Yeah.
is nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, it's definitely weird at first. So I want to go back to your tattooing. You do what? How would you define your style of tattooing?
I'd say illustrative new school color.
Illustrative and new school
Bold
color.
lines, bright colors.
Yeah.
I don't really like to adhere to proper rules of anatomy and stuff like that. I like to kind of bend
Exaggerate?
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
give them a kind of a fantasy-esque.
Sure.
He
Look
did
to
this.
them.
He
Fuck
did this.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
You don't enjoy
Loser.
doing black and gray?
I can do black and gray, but I feel like I have a lot more options and a lot more just fun with doing color.
Right.
I mean, just like I said, black and gray. I mean, you just got the black and the water that you've got there, but with color and stuff, there's a lot more effects you can do, a lot more just imagery and shit.
Tell him about your collab with Frank.
Yeah, the old one of the godfathers of New School there was in here a couple weeks ago due to the hurricane hitting down in Florida. That's where his main shop is, so he had to come up here and hang out with us. I got a chance to do a really fun educational collaboration with Frank Sinatra,
Oh, cool.
Cool.
and that was really cool. I mean, he showed me a lot of cool stuff. He definitely gave me a lot of shit too for stuff I need to clean up and kind of look forward to in the future and stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of cool stuff that I learned. I got to kind of try out some of the techniques this past weekend on
Yeah.
some fun tattoos. But
really,
all in all,
really cool beaver.
it was a otter.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they kind of
Hey.
look the same there. But
Kinda.
no, I know. All in all, I just got a really fun time. He's a really cool dude. I learned a lot, and I just look forward to kind of pushing in that direction now that I kind of have a little more insight. Into
He is
what I'm
really
doing.
cool.
What,
Like he's way laid back. He just did his first tattoo convention with me in August, right?
Yeah, that was a blast, dude. There's so many cool people.
Where? Which convention was that?
The Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
He
was
got
your
the-
first convention?
Yep.
It's
He
fun,
got-
right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to a few. This is the first one I'm working it, and it's way cool because I mean,
Got to meet some of his heroes.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the after parties are where it's at because I mean, just
Fuck
these
yeah.
people that I'm used to just kind of looking up to and seeing online and stuff. You run into them at a party, and I'm not really sure what to say. I only know them by their Instagram name, so it's
Yeah,
just sort
yeah.
of like I don't mean to be starstruck, but it's,
Yeah.
We taught some dudes how to play cornhole.
Yep.
Damn.
Drunken cornhole.
There's people
Cornhole the
there's
shit out
people
of
out
those
there
guys.
who don't know how to play cornhole?
Yeah, apparently in Florida.
It's crazy, dude.
Or no, were they Florida?
Seems like it's pretty
California?
easy to
They're in
teach.
Florida,
Yeah, I
Florida.
mean, put the
Toss
bag in the hole.
Yeah, toss the bag at the board.
right?
Yeah.
It's safe for horseshoes.
And don't cross the line.
Yeah, definitely. What kind of hardware do you use as far as like machines? I mean, you don't have to be specific or anything, but do you?
I mean, I just recently upgraded to an inkjector rotary machine for color packing, and for the past week, I've been trying to line with it. Just haven't really got used to it. I'm just too used to the coils, the way they run, the
Yeah.
way they feel. So
I just started lining with rotaries recently.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, TJ, he has a Neotat, a couple of Neotats,
Yeah.
and I tried one of those for lining. I liked it. Because I've been using disposable tubes,
Yeah.
but I've been using them on coil machines. So the weight's really weird, but having disposable with a rotary makes it way easier.
Yeah. I don't like Neotats.
Yeah,
I just don't care for them. They run too slow for me.
you think so?
Yeah, 'cause I just line fast.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you can just turn it up. Yeah, like you said, and it'll.
Well, yeah, no, I've done that, like, because for a while, I was kind of struggling with like how to actually get it to run to the style that I want to line with, and even though I would turn it up, I think it's the certain angles that I pull my lines at and the certain give that a coil has to a rotary that it was just not giving me the same feel.
I think that's why I like the the Spectra X, because it has the give. The give adjustment in it.
Right.
FK Irons, right? FK Irons
Yeah.
Spectra X. It has a slight adjustment in it to adjust
Yeah.
the give or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say.
I know. I guess I think it's more of just the years I've spent perfecting the coil
Yeah.
running system and stuff. That it's like as soon as I switched over to rotary trying to line with it, it was kind of like learning lining all over again.
Yeah,
and that was just
for
really
sure.
frustrating, and I just couldn't deal with it.
It's cool to try that shit on your friends, but
Yeah.
On customers, you're like, nah.
It
fuck.
just gets really annoying because things aren't going in.
The
way
otter.
you're
Do
used
you,
them
do you
going.
line the otter with a traditional machine?
Yeah, I pretty much ghost line the entire otter with the blood lines there, and then stepped up to my inkjectors for shading everything in, and then at the very end you line it.
Yeah, that's weird with their style. With the new school style, you line at the end.
Really?
Yeah,
It's weird. You basically
Weird
kind
as
of
fuck.
ghost line the entire stencil just to keep it on the skin, while you're
Yeah.
shading and wiping. And you kind of block in all the shapes and the colors as you want them to. And then at the very end, you kind of select what lines you want to actually bold line to kind of put emphasis on what's in front, what's in back, what's softer, what's lighter. And that's probably the hardest part of the new style that Frank taught me. It was just kind of learning as to what to really put emphasis on and what to put the bold line.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really fun. It's really cool. It's a total new way of doing it. And it's got a lot more dimension to it when you do it like that. But it's definitely a challenge to kind of just
That's
get
crazy,
used to that.
Yeah, but looking back at what I've seen him do, Frank,
Whenever you so you
you
is that how
interrupting motherfucker.
Sorry, I wanted to press on this. Whenever
Objection.
whenever you do the shade, the color first before you put the lines in, does it look weird until you do the lines? Like, are you unsure about it, and then you go back and put the lines? You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, there was definitely a moment or two where after I kind of ghost lined everything and you basically put the base shading on, you go with just your black and gray and you kind of just put emphasis on where the dark pocketed shading areas are. And when you kind of get done with that, it looks very sketchy and very kind of just off and you don't really like it.
Yeah.
But the more you start to kind of fill in color and everything starts taking shape, you can kind of see a clearer look to it. And then when you go in and you actually like clean certain lines up and you line more important things in the piece, it becomes more of just kind of like a very clear look as to, like you can tell what something is like up in your face or something's off in the back. Because he taught me like certain color dynamics to make something look like it's off in the distance or something that's a lot brighter or shiny.
Right.
And the lack of use of white.
Yeah.
Instead of using
He
white,
definitely,
use
he
grays.
definitely suggested use grays and bright yellows to mix your colors with to make them look
For sure.
brighter. Because he talks about how whites look make everything look cooler and like I guess in a sense not more bright, but I guess more
Cool toned.
yeah, like they kind of just cool everything down instead of giving it a bright kind of pop to it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, definitely, it's you're kind of questioning yourself the whole time until you basically get up into lining it and then putting all your highlights in. But
Yeah.
I remember that when I was working with him, we were doing the piece together, and when he was doing the whole just base shading, everything looked really rough. But as soon as we started getting into more of the color and lining stuff, things started coming kind of full circle and started getting clearer, and you could actually tell, like I said, what was behind, what was like in front, and
Well, no, over a weekend, one of the conventions I was at, he was at also, and he worked on this piece the whole time. It was from the hip to the ankle, and it literally took him the whole weekend. He worked on it 3 days in a row, and that thing was just crazy, man. It was that's a lot of work,
Uh-huh.
and it was fucking fantastic. I tell you what, I was a little starstruck. He's just a normal dude, man, but I was a little bit starstruck just being around him. Just way cool. Just,
Big league.
yeah, just a
What
really great day.
What shop?
Really
did he work
great
at?
dude.
What's his home shop? His home
I
base.
mean, the shop he's got, it's called Into the Woods, but it's kind of like
It's his shop.
It's kind of like a brand name because Jesse Smith also owns a shop called Into the Woods, but it's just basically based on the location they're at. But I think it's more towards the actual style that certain artists do, to where they kind of like like a Night Owl, like Timmy B works at a Night Owl
Right.
in Massachusetts, but they've got like 5 other Night Owls that are throughout the the nation.
I'll tell you what, Night Owl makes some really good tattoo furniture, like armrests
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
they got a weird furniture guy that just does some really cool, like he does Star Wars shit and just any kind of like just
Now,
any
Into
nerdy
the Woods,
stuff.
was that Josh Woods? Is that who started that? Josh Woods out of Tennessee?
I don't know for sure if it's Josh that started. I want to kind of say Jesse did it because he started back when Into the Woods. Like I think that was one of his first like one of his books where he would teach you how to kind of do character design and stuff. I think that was one of his first kind of like names for it. But I think that kind of maybe progressed out of his whole thing because I think he started his own shop out of Richmond.
That was Jesse Smith.
Yeah, because a lot of guys, like I said, him and Frank Linatra all land kind of in the same area of new school design, and they kind of like if it's more like critters and kind of
Yeah, and that whole crew has like their own Instagram.
Yeah.
Like you got to be approved to view it, but they have like a whole Instagram of like critters they create.
and then,
and
like,
it's really neat. Steve will be on it. within the next 2 years.
yeah,
I
just-
guarantee it. Because his little critters, he draws
hope
up and
so.
stuff. I don't know how the fuck he pulls this shit from his head.
Have you seen? I can't remember the artist. It might have been someone you guys have already mentioned, but I've been seeing on Instagram. The guy who does like those critters, and he like gives them the realistic big ass teeth. It's like
Oh,
these-
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know who does that, but I saw one that was like a...
He does like wells and like
Yeah, and there was one that was like smoking a pipe, and the pipe was like down by his chin.
yeah.
I don't know who... But yeah, everything looks super... Like a 12-year-old drew it.
Yeah, but then
So
the
the
teeth are like
teeth are
hyper realistic.
Yeah.
yeah. Super.
I saw
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Those are going around here lately. They're,
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people like
copying
just
them,
copying it
for
at
sure.
this point.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were talking. Yogi Berra does a lot of that style.
The
right?
the mixed,
the mix of like
styles.
neo-traditional and like
And
super
realism
high gloss
and, like-
That's the
realism.
guy that did the one
Yeah.
that I really like. It's a really realistic ventricle heart, and he had like a really traditional dagger going through it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, Yogi Bear is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
his work is amazing.
Yeah.
Whenever so were you always into new school since you started, or did you have
My
to kind
whole
of
life growing up, I've always been just drawing cartoons and comic book stuff.
right?
So I mean, when I first got into tattooing, of course, anyone going first into tattooing is just learning anything and everything.
Sure.
But I've always been partial to just the cartoon comic book aspect of it, of just bold lines and bright colors. So I kind of started going more into that direction as I started getting better at the tools I was using with. So yeah, I'd say definitely most of my background is definitely anything cartoon, comic book, just like I said, bold lines, bright colors, anything that I can kind of bend and manipulate and just make it look really cool and,
Yeah, man.
and just follow the body shape.
That's cool, man. There's not a lot of maybe it's just because of the artists I follow, I don't see it that much, but it
Yeah.
seems like there's not that many people doing new school anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a harder trade to get into. I mean, especially I've learned being around here. A lot of people, like if I post something that's kind of outside the box, they're more baffled at the fact that someone would get that, more opposed to like the artistic side of it. Because I've
Yeah.
had people be like
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
would you get that? And it's like, art,
Dude,
art has no why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way I feel, man. Whenever like I see like a cool tattoo, if I'm hanging out with like one of my friends who doesn't like do tattoos, and I see like a cool piece that's like technically well done, like sometimes I don't even think about what the tattoo is. You know what I mean? I just think
Yeah.
about how well done it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I'll show it to them, like, check this out. Look at this, and they'll be like, why would someone get that? That's what they always say. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's a well done tattoo.
Yeah, I've had people look at the tattoos on my body and they're just like, why would you get that? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, they're always asking for a meaning. They always ask for
Yeah,
a meaning on your
yeah.
tattoo, and it's like, what does that mean? It's like, it means I like tattoos. That means I like
exactly,
art.
yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
why I get it.
That's the only thing. Yeah, that's all that matters. Well, thanks for coming back, Jamie.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't understand why people ask, like, why'd you get that? Because I fucking wanted it. Shut up. Did I
Yeah.
come into that right?
Self-expression. That's all you got to say.
Did I come into that wrong time?
no, you're good.
Nah, you're good. Right on time.
You messing with your little GoPro there?
Yeah, I like this thing.
Jamie's
It's awesome.
gotten all Peter Parker vibe on us since he's gotten his GoPro.
Oh man, he's one of those people.
Yeah, little paparazzi just...
All right, it's enough of the GoPro, Jamie. We're recording a podcast. Come on now, get your head in the game.
It's in there, dude. Oh, man.
Oh, did you guys hear about fucking the Chipotle queso?
Oh, yeah.
It's a big deal, huh?
Apparently so.
I was on board with it until I found out that they cut out chorizo to add the queso.
Yeah,
Apparently the chorizo wasn't doing so good. The numbers, weren't there.
I got
I think-
chorizo like almost every time I went.
Yeah, I mean, I did too. I'm pretty sure nobody got it because they didn't know what the fuck it was. When
Everybody knows chorizo, man.
I told Lane about it, she's like, I don't even give a fuck. Like, why would they get rid of chorizo? Like, because we're talking about doing the keto diet, like you did.
Yeah,
We're on board, and Lane's like, hey, chorizo's keto, right?
yeah,
I
definitely.
was like, for sure, you can just eat keto or eat chorizo and cheese every day. She's like, I'm down. We're gonna do it. So
That's all you gotta do.
yeah, I just the whole and you actually had the queso, right, Jacob?
Yeah,
And you said it was garbage.
I didn't say it was garbage, but it wasn't good.
You said it comes like in a powder form?
No, it doesn't. It has like a powdery texture.
Freeze dried.
Powdery texture. So it's
Yeah,
like
it's like
add
a- it's
water.
Pre-dried
Yeah,
cheese.
it's got like
from
a fucking like gritty.
1989.
It's like gritty and like grainy kind of fucking. I don't know.
It's like it's not
weird.
mixed well.
Yeah, which I remember. I know the reason they didn't have queso for a long time is because they're trying to do the all natural. Fuck.
Good one.
Good one, Rick.
Good one.
Ribbit.
The all natural, like non-GMO,
Yeah.
whatever
Well,
Just-
we looked up a video. I don't remember what news site it was. We may share it to the website, lowbrownnation.com, or to the Facebook. But a lot of people complained about how gritty or grainy it was.
Definitely was. That was the first thing I noticed about it.
I just
Like sandy cheese.
what did they say in the article? There was another restaurant, Del Taco in the West Coast. I'd love to eat this place.
I've never had it, but I've heard a lot about
a lot
it.
of good. I've heard a lot of good stuff. I've seen people get tattoos for Del Taco.
Sure.
But they said that they have all natural queso, and it's
good.
not gritty.
Yeah.
So it obviously isn't hard if Del Taco can do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think they probably want to do something different than Del Taco. They just didn't hit the nail on the head.
Well, what they said, Chipotle claimed its queso tasted well before the nationwide rollout.
Oh.
Yeah, and that the response on social media was not representative of what their nationwide testing did.
Okay.
Well, that's stupid. Then did they change the recipe by adding dirt to it?
I don't know, man. Maybe they added fucking a little bit of love in Jesus.
Well, we don't need no gritty Jesus in our cheese, man.
Mm-hmm.
We need some fucking smooth ass, delicious.
All I'm saying,
I'm not a fan
cheese.
of like cheesy dips anyway.
No, man, I love that. Like every
like
time I go to
queso.
a Mexican
Yeah.
restaurant, I get queso, man.
I mean, queso's good.
that goat
but, you
cheese,
know,
right?
yeah, the goat cheese.
Goddamn goat cheese.
Fucking.
Oh, cat cheese, good queso.
I mean,
Cat
yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, you should have listened last week. You fucked up, Steve.
I fucking if
Thanks.
I would rather have the chorizo than the new cheese. If they could change the cheese and get the cheese tasting right, I would be into that. But the current cheese and chorizo, I'd rather have chorizo.
I feel like the chorizo should be mixed in with the cheese.
Chorizo cheese.
Cheesy.
Queso con
Chorizo.
chorizo.
Yeah.
Dude, and the price, dude, the fucking amount.
Oh yeah,
extra
that's
it
one
is.
thing that we didn't even talk about
Yeah.
is the price
Dude,
aspect
the
of it.
price, the it's like over $1 extra for a little scoop of fucking queso.
What?
Dude, it's like
Wow.
$1.29 or something crazy for a little scoop, dude. It's like a little fucking ladle.
like a fucking teaspoon, a tablespoon.
I mean, well, it's like a little fucking ladle, like a little like soup ladle.
Yeah, so it's
and
probably
it's not big. Yeah, it's
2
not-
tablespoons of cheese
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
for $1.29.
It was something like that. I
You
mean,
tell them
don't-
to keep their
that.
fucking gritty bullshit cheese.
and you can get it on a side, like a side of it too, right?
Yeah.
And the side cups are typically more than what they put on the bowl. If you get like on the bowl or burrito or whatever you get,
Yeah.
but they cost more to get it on the side too.
No,
It's like,
no.
dude,
If
it's
you're-
like, I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's over $2
We need
for
to-
a side of queso.
We need to fact check that.
I'm pretty sure it's
Where's
over
your phone at,
$2.
Steve? You're part of the podcast right now. You need to fact check some stuff. Find out the price of queso at Chipotle.
Yeah, so if you're getting queso and guacamole, dude, you might as well fucking not buy anything else. for
It's
the
like
rest of the week.
$17 for a bowl at that
Definitely,
point.
yeah, it's
that's
ridiculous.
stupid. My thing, I mean, because the chorizo's not extra, right? It's just part of the meat.
Yeah, chorizo would just be a meat. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's stupid.
Protein.
Dumb.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the quality of the cheese compared to the price is there's something going on.
Well, they
There's
need to
something
get
not
their
right.
shit straight because what was it, 2015? They had that Norvovirus breakout from them.
Oh hell. I don't
Yeah.
know
You know, it was
about
in
that.
like the fucking lettuce or something.
Yeah, some
the
crazy
lettuce?
virus.
Yeah,
They spread across
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah, it was right before the one in our
Dude, I'm
local
just
one
like-
opened up, and then they
the amount of scandals. I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your thought.
it was right before the one our local Chipotle opened up,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was some scandal or something with that where they wouldn't serve
Yeah.
pork before because they couldn't find the pork.
Yeah.
Not a factory, but a pork farm that was close enough that was up to their standard. Like, hey man, you're giving people fucking norovirus,
Dude, I'm just like,
and now you have fucking sand cheese. So get your shit together, man. Bring us back chorizo.
if their whole mission statement is to have like all this all natural, non-GMO, whatever food to be healthier, but they're out here fucking giving people fucking viruses. You know what I mean? Like,
Viruses, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Fuck that.
I would rather eat some shit with some fucking GMOs and not
Uh-oh,
get
Dustin's got
fucking-
some numbers.
Not
Yeah,
get fucking
it says
salmonella.
here that it'll cost the customer $1.25 to add a cheesy
$1.25.
dip to the entree.
Told you.
And up to $5.25 for a large side order of queso and chips.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
A large side order of queso and chips is a $5.25.
$5.25.
But you're paying for the chips too.
Nah, fuck that.
They're-
Chips are they're
Fucking
quartered tortillas.
Chipotle
and they
chips
fry
are not
'em.
good though.
Yeah, fuck that.
They're
Dude.
not
They're
that
too
good.
thin. They're too salty.
They're not good.
Fuck
chips.
them. Like I want a $2 side of fucking queso, and I'll go buy my own goddamn Tostitos. You know what? Fuck you.
Fuck
Like,
Chipotle.
I want to go to
That
Chipotle
señorita.
right now, and when they ask me if I want queso, I'm like, nah, I don't need no sand cheese, bro.
I'm like, you are problems.
Yeah.
Saying cheese.
You got that chorizo?
Uh-huh.
Nah.
This week's episode of the Lowbrow Nation brought to you by Moe's Southwest Bar and Grill.
Fuck it. Moe's Southwest Bar and Grill. Do they have beer?
Oh, whatever they call it, dude. Moe's. They're paying us to fucking talk shit about Chipotle is what I'm trying to say.
They're not.
No.
That'd be cool if they did, though. Fucking A, Moe's. They got Moe's. Speaking of Moe's, they got that home wrecker burrito. I've tried to eat that thing like 9 times, and it just tastes like a fucking ball of salt.
Really?
It's so salty, I just can't eat it.
Home wreck.
Damn.
What does that mean?
Home wrecker, I'm pretty sure it just makes you fire a lot.
Like you bring it home, your
Your
life
wife's
is
gonna leave
over.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody-
but it's-
your family leaves. Like
$17.98.
home wrecker. What kind of
What the hell is this
advertising
shit?
employment is that? Like
I don't know. It sounds appealing.
you got a home, get the home wrecker.
It's just every time I've probably got it 4 times, and every time it tastes the same. And
Apparently, all the salt, it means it's going to kill your ass in cardiac arrest.
Right?
So
that might be the home wrecker.
leave your wife and
oh,
children.
They have weird names for their food at Moe's. It's like there's like what, the Smooth Talker or something like
the
that.
smooth
Yeah.
talker.
they got a couple other ones. I don't know
That's
them all.
Bill Cosby's favorite.
Walker Texas Ranger.
Walker Texas Ranger is one, right?
I don't know. They have weird names. That's why we had this place yesterday called Built Burger.
Build a burger or something
Build.
like
Kind
that.
of like Build a Bear.
Kind
Yeah,
of,
it's a
but you can
burger.
build your own burger.
You dress it up.
Yeah.
Instead of putting stuff in,
Or
you
you
put
can do a
lettuce in
bowl
it.
if you're not into bread and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they have a
that.
bowl option. It's pretty cool. They have a bowl option.
The
You
chicken's good too.
Yeah. So you can get single or double, right? That's what you get. You get like a single patty, a double patty of veggie burger, chicken, whatever your choice is, beef,
And this is
whatever.
in Durham, I'm assuming.
It was,
Yeah.
it was at the food court in the mall.
Is that where you met old creepy guy?
He actually wanted to meet in the mall,
Yeah.
which was weird. I was like, why can't we just do this in the parking lot?
Because he didn't want you to kill him.
Yeah, because I did call him beforehand, and I guess he heard the bass in my voice, and
Yeah.
he was like,
Heard that
He's like,
drop.
yeah.
Well, I feel like the parking lot of a mall is a little creepier than the food court.
I
Yeah.
just didn't want to be pulling out fucking $130 in front of everyone in the mall.
Yeah, over samples of Asian
I'd rather-
food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The kiosk people are going to see that and then fucking hassle me on my way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, they're like,
Right?
buy our sandstones. You need a new tie?
You need some LED shoes for your fucking rave?
Man, I want some of them. I want some of them shoes. All right, go back. Go ahead.
What was I talking about?
Sorry.
Oh, built. Okay, so yeah, you get so you choose if you want a single or a double, right? And that's a set price. Once you get that, you get your drink, and then after that, that's what you're paid for.
Yeah.
All the stuff on the bar that you put like guacamole, cheese, whatever you want, sauces, all your toppings, none of that's an extra charge. You can get whatever you want for no extra charge.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
How much was it?
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, I bet.
$25 for us, and I
Yeah.
got a single chicken. He got a double burger.
So yours is about the same probably price as far as price
I
goes.
don't know. I think
A single chicken.
The
I would
chicken
like
might
a,
have been cheaper because they had like 100% no grain, no
Yeah.
fucking hormone.
I would like a double chicken sandwich.
You can do that.
I mean, and we ain't talking fucking white bread.
But
either.
he
We're
got
talking-
fries though. I didn't get fries.
Yeah, I got sweet potato fries.
and they give him a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
a bucket of fries.
Yeah,
bucket
bucket.
of fries.
a bucket of fries. So
Sweet potato
$25
fries
for
are
2 people.
Yeah.
No shit. So Lane and I, like today was like our kind of last meal, I guess, before
The Last Supper.
before going on the keto fucking train. And we went to Hardee's and we got the $5 meal box thing.
Uh-huh.
It was I got the it was a double cheeseburger, a fried chicken sandwich, fries, a cookie, and a drink for $5. And she got the chicken strips, fries, cookie, and a drink. And it was like $10.64 for the 2 of us to eat. And I almost couldn't finish it. Like it was tough to eat it all.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, but I did because it was delicious.
even though that you chose Hardy as your last like pre-keto meal,
Mm-hmm.
Hardee's is still a good place for the keto diet.
Hardee's is a good place for keto stuff because you can get low carb
Yeah.
stuff. You
Yeah.
can get it wrapped in lettuce. You can just get it not
Yeah.
any lettuce.
Yeah.
They actually have decent sides that aren't super loaded with carbs. If you
Do they?
yeah, I mean,
I just usually get if I go to Hardee's, I get the Monster Burger low carb. That's all you have to say if you're on the keto
Monster
diet.
Burger low carb. It's big.
It's huge. It's still fucking
It's
filling.
huge.
Yeah.
The Burger King Rodeo Burger is just as big as the Monster Burger.
That's about the only thing I've ever ate from Burger King.
God, man, that thing's so good.
But in my experience, if you have to like order food at a place that typically just serves it on a bun, and then you ask it without a bun, their fucking heads explode. So I
Yeah,
don't-
but
I
not
just
not
avoid
at
it.
Hardee's. I mean,
Bun
Hardee's
blue.
has a good side salad. It's small. It's nothing crazy. So there's a lot of carbs in lettuce, right?
Excuse me.
No,
Oh,
Lettuce is
Lettuce
water.
carbs?
lettuce is
There's
water.
a lot
okay,
of
no, hold
carbs
on.
in lettuce. No, lettuce is literally nothing.
Okay, So I just
There any sugar in this cigarette?
for some reason I was thinking
No,
I
I
was
got
thinking
bad
something else.
eaters.
My bad, bro. So there's side salad there. So you can get a Monster Burger low carb with a side salad, and it's the same price. Yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And they actually are one of the few places that actually have Coke Zero on the drinks list.
I don't know why they even make Diet Coke anymore.
Diet Coke. Well, they changed Coke Zero, and it tastes weird
Sugar-free
now.
Coke. It tastes still better than Diet Coke.
I can't
Yeah.
drink Coke. Too
Yeah.
much protein in it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm never gonna live that one down. Sorry, guys. For some reason, my head was not working per the usual.
There's a lot of carbs in lettuce, right?
It just can't get right, boss.
Could be these high carb Miller Lights I'm drinking.
They're like 3 carbs, dude.
I know. I'm carrying on the stupidness.
Okay.
Fuck you, man. You're an asshole.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. So R.I.P. to the man, the myth, the legend, Hugh Hefner.
That was a good segue.
Yeah.
You like that? No segues on the Low Brown Nation, boy.
Well,
No segues, son.
So, he's a generous man.
How do you guys feel about it, Hugh Hefner?
I'm cool with it.
With him dying, you fucking asshole.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with Hugh Hefner.
There's a lot of people that are like really hating on Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
it's stupid.
Isn't
Well,
it?
so he started Playboy. I think it was 1953.
Yeah.
He worked at Esquire. He's like, hey
Yeah.
man, I want to do this, but with titties.
Yeah.
So he got took out a mortgage on his home and took out a bank loan and hired some folks, and they started taking pictures of titties and writing some cool articles, and
Yeah.
boom,
But, like, the
Playboy
fucking-
was born.
The fucking feminists are like super upset about it, right? 'Cause they said he was a misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there might be some. I don't know. I'm not a fucking Hugh Hefner fucking aficionado.
I'm not either. So,
But I mean, all I know is that he fucking put out magazines with naked women in it, and he had like a couple girlfriends. At
well,
one time.
apparently recently they took away the boobies.
Yeah, but they
And
brought it back.
essentially Playboy was Maxim magazine
Oh yeah, no.
for a little
Yeah.
while.
It dropped like 70%.
70%,
sales.
yeah. And I think you told me about that. And then they
Yeah.
brought it back because, well, I mean,
Yeah,
titties.
his like oldest son, who's running some kind of production part of the magazine, was like, "Of course, this is not working. Playboy
Yeah.
works off of titties."
I just don't fucking get why people,
Yeah.
why these fucking
the
people
occasional vagina and butthole. No,
It's
no
the perfect
buttholes,
magazine
but
where you just got everything you want to read about on the toilet.
As
And
a
then- and then
dude-
you got titties.
I want to get a subscription to Playboy.
Really?
I mean, I found some of the coolest golf clubs ever in that magazine. Really cool comics. They were really coolly drawn, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The articles actually were really
Yeah,
good.
you get kind of enlightened.
Really do. I
Yeah.
mean, people are like, "Oh yeah, I just rooted for the articles." I mean, really,
Yeah.
excuse me, the articles were really good in there.
I just don't understand how he's a misogynist.
I mean,
Unless there's like some like information, like something where he's like beating women or something. But he was like fucking in his 80s. He was too, you know what I mean?
he liked to show off he loved women and loved to show women off.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it because like
I
all
lo-
the fucking women who bitch about this are the same women who are posting naked pictures of themselves on their Tumblr for free. So fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These women on Playboy are getting paid for it, and they fucking like Hugh Hefner started a lot of careers and helped women fucking be their own. You know, fucking,
And I mean, in my opinion, he's the classiest way to go about it.
dude, yeah, the smoking
Yeah.
jacket. Are you kidding me?
I mean, well, no, I'm saying like anything he posted. I mean, anything he put in his magazine was probably the classiest
oh, dude,
form of
yeah, it wasn't
porn
like
you could think
Hustler.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It
That
was
was a
all
good-
just
yeah.
model-esque poses.
Wasn't
and
someone
stuff.
getting railed by?
Yeah, you
some
never
scary
saw
penis?
some
Johnny
penetration
Depp.
on that shit.
Yeah.
It was always very.
it was
tasteful.
very tasteful.
Yeah.
And
I
it
said
still
it
is.
was in between articles. It wasn't just straight, just naked ladies the whole time. It was like, 40% naked chicks. The rest of it was like articles. And,
Yeah.
I'd say it was honestly
Current events and
probably maybe 20-30% naked chicks.
Yeah. I mean, you got the one like full page spread, and then
Yeah, you got some like technology in there. You got some like it was always some golf shit in there.
Cartoons, you got a little Mad
Cartoons,
Magazine
golf
going on.
stuff.
I remember being like super young and finding my uncle's stash of Playboys.
Yeah?
And, like I had never like looked at a Playboy, but I was aware of what it was, so I was super excited. And then I was like really disappointed because I was like, "There's not nearly as many naked chicks in here as I thought there was going to be."
yeah.
You know,
I
what I mean?
remember finding my dad's. We were living in the mountains, and we had an upstairs we never used, but I found them in a box. And these are from the '60s when my dad was in Vietnam. So that was my first taste of naked ladies. Like, I guess I was 7, 8,
Yeah.
or so, and yeah, that was my first taste. It was like older, 60s models with
Yep.
pointy boobs, and I loved it. There was this one. It was this chick. She was dressed as a Native American.
Yeah,
Back
dude.
then, you called them Indians, and Man, it was hot.
Well, yeah. I mean, think about it. That was a way easier way to like coast yourself into pornography. Nowadays, kids are just going straight to just the hardcore stuff.
Yeah,
they're
when
sending
you're
their-
younger, you got to really find it. You got to seek it out, and then when you find it, it's just
You got to know someone. People leave dead drops in fucking lockers. You know what I mean? You slide the disc in the little slot in the locker or whatever.
It's too accessible
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, now you
Oh yeah, the 3.5 inch floppy.
Yeah.
fucking
like
did that a few
back
times.
in the day, you had to earn your porn.
Yeah, dude.
You had to be like,
you had to go through some shit.
You had to be
for
like
sure.
Indiana Jones. You know?
And now-
You're just like, I'm on his quest for porn. I'm gonna
Yeah.
find this shit.
And now you can literally get on your phone and go to Pornhub.com and you just find like you
put
know.
bags on people.
Oh god, yeah, you
anything
find some crazy shit like
Everything.
robot fucking milfs. You
yeah,
know,
so it's like I
And-
don't know.
That's the thing. I actually saw that.
yeah. It's just- I mean,
don't know.
you don't have to
Everything's
work
a
for it
thing.
anymore.
Well, it's
And
kinda
now
sad.
I feel like the generation that's out now is going to become impotent before their
Well,
prime.
so yeah, it's like
because
sad.
they're going to be 42 and they can't get their heart up. on.
Imagination. 'Cause
Yeah,
they got nothing to
exactly.
think about. They got nothing. They're just
Yep, I feel the same way. They're going to be
Did you-
they're going to be 40. They can't get a heart on
Do you guys remember like whenever your kids having like
because their wife's not a robot.
Do you guys remember whenever your kids having like sexual dreams? Like dreams where you're fucking someone?
Yeah.
But
Wet.
before you ever saw like what a woman really looked like naked?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that? Because
Yeah.
I remember like definitely having like sex dreams, and then like I would get down to where I was about to look at their pussy, and it was just like the weirdest thing in my dream, like because I'd never seen one before,
Like a
so I
rusty-
didn't know what it was.
brain's
Like,
just making
yeah,
shit up.
It was just
fucking
making
like alien predator stuff. Like
It's got teeth.
it's got teeth.
It's like a worn out catcher mitt.
yeah.
Right?
I
didn't
stole
know-
that joke. I
it
stole
was-
that joke.
It was always something weird, because I had never seen one. And I remember the first
ET
time
finger.
the first
Ouch.
porn I had ever watched was on my cousin's. So my
Betamax.
No, my cousin had watched some porn at someone's house,
Yeah.
but he had a fucking video camera, and he took the video camera and was like
Oh,
video camera
hell.
in the TV.
He bootlegged the porn.
Yeah, that was the first.
Bootlegging porn.
That was the first porn I ever watched. Was some shit he had bootlegged.
It's also their first
at his uncle's
experience
house or
of
something.
pirating.
If you only had Snapchat then. I remember the first porn I watched. I found my dad's porn in his drawer, and it was like,
They're always in the drawer. You ever
God, it was
notice that?
awesome.
Why do they
You know
all
what?
hide it in the drawer?
I'm telling you,
yes,
look,
yes.
I don't know. When my dad passed away, I'm not sure if they got disappeared. I don't know if my mom threw them away. My dad's like, hey, look, there's porn in this.
There's the
Go throw 'em
treasure
away.
map that he left for you. He
Right?
hasn't found yet.
I want to go find this, and I'm gonna have to find a VCR that converts to
he
DVD
buried
or
that
something.
too.
Dude, I don't.
It's all in the chest.
I'm gonna have to go find this because it was the greatest stuff. Like one of them was like from probably the early '80s. It was John Holmes, and then he was a football player, and like this cheerleader came in at like this fucking ice cream
So-
shack,
some
and
of
they
that,
put like cherries in her vagina, and I'm like,
Debbie
God,
Does Dallas.
fucking yes. Nah, it wasn't that one. It was just awesome, and then there was some anal stuff. I don't know, man. It was just I gotta find these fucking videos, and then I gotta figure out how to get them to fucking DVD or
It's
something.
in a
found
safety deposit
nostalgia
box at a
masturbation.
prestigious
Yeah.
bank.
Way of the
Yeah.
future.
I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast, but the first, well, not the first, but I found some porn in my dad's drawer one time. It was VHS, right? It was like a VHS porn.
Yeah.
And so what I did, I went and got my copy of Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain, fucking peeled the label off of it and off of his video and switched them, right? So I had like the porn, but it said Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain with Hulk Hogan.
You're a MacGyver motherfucker.
Yeah, and then my dad had Three Ninjas, but it said like fucking horny blondes or whatever the fuck the porn was. You know what I mean?
To see him when he was
Oh
watching
my God.
that, like what the,
He
got his
just turns
dick
on
out.
like he has his dick out. He puts it in the VCR, turns it on. It's fucking yeah.
God damn.
These are just children. And then your mom walks in.
Yeah.
And it's, like, "Oh, it's not what it looks like.
I thought it was Three
Our son
Ninjas.
is a mastermind.
Do you guys
Wow.
remember the Three Ninja movies?
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Surf
Every-
ninjas?
Dude, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Definitely, those are my favorite.
What are their
Rob
names?
Snyder's
It was
Mustang.
the Three Ninjas.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude, what were they? It was
we need to ask Drew.
Yeah.
Drew knows it.
It had the guy from Trimmers. He was the old guy who ran the.
Drew is talking to his radio right now, telling us the name of these because we can't remember it. I
Look
guarantee
it up.
the one I always remember, and I'm drawing a blank on it now, is the young one. The youngest kid is the one I always
Yeah,
remember.
he had
Tum
like a
Tum.
weird
There was
name.
Tum Tum.
There was
Tum Tum, yeah.
Tom.
It was a Tom Tom.
Tom?
Was it Tom Tom or Tum
Tom
Tum?
I thought it was Tum Tum because he always ate stuff.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was something
Tum
like that.
Tum.
Because like in the original Three Ninjas, there's that one part where
Bronco.
where he was supposed to catch the fuck. They were playing like baseball in the beginning.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to catch the baseball, but somehow like a fucking hot dog was flying through the air, and he caught the hot dog, and then one of them was like, "Catch the ball, not the wiener." It's like, I always remember that line for some reason.
Yeah, it was a Tum Tum,
Catch the
Colt,
wiener.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Colt. I knew there was a horse in there.
Colt, yeah.
Colt, that's it. Yeah, he was the blue one, right?
But yeah, then, like
I don't know.
wasn't-
Who's the
wasn't-
Pink
wasn't
Ranger?
the bad guy in that movie? Like a Steven Seagal looking dude.
I can't.
It
remember.
changed up every
Beat
movie.
the granddad up.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan was a good guy in High Noon, right? He wasn't a bad guy, or was he?
Oh,
He
man,
was
I
a
don't-
good guy. He
that
was a
was a
good
long
guy.
time ago.
Jim Varney was the bad guy in
Oh shit!
I Knew
that's
Mega
right.
Mountain.
That's right. That's right.
Really?
Yeah, Ernest. Yeah.
Damn.
Ernest.
Yeah, but yeah, for
Rest in
for
peace,
real,
Ernest.
back on topic. Sorry, we got lost there. Back on topic. Sorry for everyone that with the Hugh Hefner thing. What was he? 91.
91. Yes.
91?
Yeah,
Yep.
he created a lot of jobs though. If you think about it, and he did. He
Lot of
brought a
hand
lot of
jobs.
people to the forefront. I mean,
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra, they were both on Baywatch. I mean, not the greatest actresses ever, but
They will be remembered.
yeah, I think he did a good job.
I mean, he did what he did. He made a living off of it. His kids will be all right for a while. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I'm still a supporter of Playboy, and
Oh, yeah. He definitely knew what he was doing.
I really think I want to get a subscription to Playboy.
well, I mean, subscribe it out. That's what they're hoping for right now.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
now that he's not in full control, how do you think it's going to be when it comes out now? 'Cause
I don't
remember,
know, man.
like,
I thought they went away from like the magazine aspect and actually would just do it all digital stuff.
I don't give. I want to hold a magazine still. I still want to hold a magazine, look at it, and read stuff.
Stick
right?
pages
Well, I mean, have
together.
you seen any like the Playboy like on TV stuff? It's just like the magazine. It's just like a bunch of like like teasing
softcore.
aspects of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like here's the chick that never does anything.
Yeah.
But she's naked.
Yeah. And then she gives her a
So
little
it's just kind
caveat.
of like it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
it's- at least the back of the day.
Just
That's
kind
how
of
it
watch
was.
her hang out in front of a fireplace, just
Yeah.
naked, and that's it. That's all that's going on.
I love blue skies
Right?
and French poodles.
For French poodles.
Oh, here comes one right now.
Makes
Oh.
me so hot.
Oh, hey, little French poodle.
Hang out with you.
Yeah. Let me throw my clothes on you. Yeah. So, R.I.P. Old Hugh,
R.I.P. to Hugh Hef.
the Hef.
Heffy.
Old Hefner. Okay.
Got a raging Heffy.
Oh man, can we coin that?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been
Buy
done.
the rights to it.
This lady I know, she's makeup artist. She said that. I mean, she got to party at the mansion a few times.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she used to do makeup for
I just
like,
love
the
to go in that
people,
grotto.
for the girls and
the grotto
stuff.
looked legit. Like a pool inside the cave, and they had a little hot tub going on.
Grotto.
It was
With the slide and
grotto. Yeah, the
everything?
grotto was basically he had an outdoor pool, and the outdoor pool would go underneath this cave thing, and then he'd have like a cave type setting with the pool in it, and a little hot tub inside that as well, and that's where all the like shady kind of X-rated stuff would go down. I remember seeing it in like Cribs a few years back.
That's awesome.
He's like, here's my outdoor pool, and then under the waterfall, you go in there and you go through the little doorway, and it's like under the cave, and it's like another whole separate pool and a hot tub, and
By a few years, you mean like 15?
yeah, yeah, back in high school days. But no,
Yeah.
still, yeah, all the celebrities were all like, every time you'd ask the celebrity about the Playboy Mansion, like the grotto is where it's at.
You know, not my stepfather, my godfather. He was I learned a lot for life from him. Cigars, pipe. Every time I smoke a pipe,
Yeah, because that'll pay the bills.
He what?
I say, yeah, because that'll pay the bills.
Yep. But he always had Playboys.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting the Brooke Burke one, and that was a really good one.
The first time I ever even came across like porn magazines,
I remember the first time I came across one.
me and a couple of my friends, they're like brothers to me. There was this house down at the end of the like dirt lane that we stayed out, been vacant for like years. Nobody sitting there. And, you know, we're young, dumb, got all kinds of ideas in our head. We're like, man, we're gonna get up in this house and see what's up in here. We get up in the house, look through some shit. There's all kinds of like porn and like BDSM shit, like handcuffs. We found like pictures and then like letters of like this young girl, because this was like an old white dude that stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like this pictures of this girl calling him like master and shit like that, writing them in like this diary every day. And he had like his own porn, like a video of him and this young girl, him tying her up,
Wait, how
whipping
young?
her. Huh?
How young?
Like of
I mean,
age.
she was, probably in her, mid late 20s.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't want to be like, "Fuck yeah, that's awesome." And then
Yeah.
turn into some dark shit.
No,
you
no,
know?
no, no, no,
Like
no.
a rape
No,
dungeon.
But he was like in his 50s, or something like that. Old guy, tying her up, fucking, whipping her and all that kind of crazy mess. And they had just stacks upon stacks of like fucking porn and like graphic novel, like comic, adult,
Adult
mature
comic books.
Yeah, essentially. I forgot like heavy metal magazines, stuff like that.
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff like that. Just stacks upon stacks. We took all that shit.
Now, dude, my first Playboy was
Handcuffs and everything.
Kim Basinger, the chick from the first Batman.
Oh yeah.
Hairier than you would think.
Yeah, back in them days.
But there's a shot of her running. There's a shot of her running down the beach. It's glorious.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
I don't remember the first one. I think I definitely saw the
Look-
Pamela Anderson one though.
You remember like
remember,
Michael Keaton, the first Batman?
Yeah.
The chick that's in that, his whole
Yeah, she
love
was
affair?
hot back in the day too.
Yeah,
God
dude.
knows.
She
My
was
father-in-law has the original with
In the case.
in the supposedly from what I understand
banging.
it's,
It's
still
still
in the
buried in the backyard with the rest
it's
of that
still
other
in the
stuff.
it's still in the plastic. It's the original Marilyn Monroe.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It's up in the attic.
The JFK tape.
No, it's the Playboy with Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah.
And that was definitely in
And-
the thick of JFK.
From what I know, it's still in the plastic, and if it's still up there, dude, that's paying for our kids' college, both of them.
You gotta fucking find that out, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm down.
Can't wait to
I
tell your
think it'd be
kids
cool.
that like porn sent you to college.
Yeah, yeah.
Just tell them that.
My daughter would understand. My son would be like, "Oh, cool."
How'd you manage college? Titties.
Titties.
Marilyn Monroe's titties.
We found recently found the original like whole He-Man set upstairs. So I wouldn't doubt that that's over there too.
Wait, there was like a He-Man Playboy.
No, the whole He-Man like toys,
Oh, okay.
like
I
the
was
action
gonna say,
figures,
it's like
like
a
Castle
He-Man Playboy conversion.
fucking Castle Grayskull and everything
Hell
was
yeah.
up there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Trevor Trove of fucking just craziness up there.
Maybe.
A Trevor Trove.
Trevor Troll.
Trevor Trove? Did I say
You
that?
said Trevor Trove.
Who's Trevor?
I don't know who Trevor is, but his
Trevor's
treasure-
up there guarding it.
Treasure.
Trevor up
Trevor
there.
the Troll.
Trevor.
Trevor's just eating on rats, hanging out in the
Treasure
attic.
Trove.
Leave me treasure.
These are my titties.
Yeah.
Get on out of here.
But yeah, so yeah,
You found.
reminiscing on the Playboys.
All them carbs and lettuce, man. They're just fucking.
Them carbs and lettuce, they got me thinking stupid. I bet them
man.
carbs and lettuce got that bitch on that fucking what was it? Southwest.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
her thinking
it's-
crazy. Is she allergic to dogs?
She's allergic to
Yeah.
the carby
yeah.
lettuce.
Yeah. Them. Fuck you. Oh.
So what happened with that? What was the still? What's the whole like thing?
I guess the
What's
premise
story?
is she said that she was deathly allergic to animals or dogs in particular, and
deathly.
deathly.
Yeah, she was severely allergic.
I feel like
to
that
animals.
refers on how long the flight was. You might be able to sustain death.
Well, it's from New York to L.A.
Well, a lot of the
Okay, that's
confrontation.
That's a long one. You might die on that.
Yeah. Well, she was. I guess she said that she was deathly allergic to it, but she could not produce any medical records or anything saying she was allergic to it. So they're
Was she
like,
getting
"Hey,
all
bro."
like sneezy and snotty and
Well, yeah,
stuff?
they asked.
Probably not. She was probably just
A
being
lot of the
fucking
confrontation
bitch.
came from the woman refused, to leave the plane at the crew's request, and then they called the police, to intervene and whatnot. And the
I feel like
police-
even if you refused and got off the plane, they might have set you up with a better seat, a better flight.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
Right?
Seriously.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would have kissed your ass.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
that
they got
one-
you where you need to go.
What was the one Delta that they pulled the guy off recently? They settled with that dude. And
Oh,
like,
yeah, the doctor?
That dude is flying for life. Like
Yeah.
he don't ever have to
G5,
fucking,
baby.
Yeah, he don't have to pay for a
You know-
plane ticket. the
But
rest
he
of
had a
his life.
legitimate reason for staying on the plane. He had like patients and stuff he had to go see,
Yeah,
and they
whatever.
weren't acknowledging that. Like,
Well, apparently this lady's dad was having surgery and she was freaking out.
but she
Yeah, well-
wasn't gonna go do the surgery. This guy was gonna go do it.
Yeah, whatever.
This guy's like, I need to go
I
save
mean, they
lives.
offered
She's
to-
like, I don't like dogs.
They did offer to rebook
Who
her
you gonna
flight
pick?
the next day.
They offered to reimburse her.
They offered to rebook her flight the next day,
Oh,
but
okay.
she refused.
Well, then she went to jail because she was obstructing justice and all this other stuff. Because
Yeah.
the cops asked her to leave, and she didn't leave. And they're like, "Well, we're gonna drag your ass off this plane because you're being a bitch."
Well, I mean,
And
Southwest has said that they're disheartened by the
Oh,
way
yeah.
everything unfolded. But
I've flown Southwest and I loved it. But to be honest, those planes are kind of small, and I'm pretty sure if they dragged her off, there's a few people in the inside lane that got elbowed in the head.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of this just really stems from all the shoddy encounters, things that's been going on with airplanes and stuff. Like the guy last in April in United and everything.
United, that's it. Okay.
That's what had to be going through that girl's head.
Yeah.
That had to have been what was going through her head, dude. She knew that this was going to be a fucking scandal.
Yeah,
She
It's
wanted to
just
cause
a
scene.
dog.
But I mean, she
It was
just
two
wanted,
Yeah,
dogs.
like sit in the
I
back of the
definitely-
plane if you have to.
yeah. I mean, that's
I definitely have more sympathy for the fucking Asian doctor who got beat up.
Yeah.
than I do.
yeah.
The
I do.
fucking-
He was on a mission.
Yeah.
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 Well, this lady was
Saving lives, crunching
And he
numbers.
was just minding his own business. They were like, "Hey, we overbooked you. You know what I mean? You're coming off the plane. It's in the fine print. I'm sorry you didn't read it."
Yeah, stuff
Yeah.
like that is just real shady. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, like that.
I just don't. I mean, listen, I get it's in the fine print, and that is what they signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it is just a bad business practice. The fucking
Yeah, we talked about this last season.
yeah,
Yeah,
It is definitely a bad business
to
thing.
sell
and
stuff you don't have.
And I also said it last season as another person on the plane. Before all this shit gets escalated, like, hey, man, I'll stand the fuck up.
Yeah, like, is there any
Like,
volunteers
yeah.
that would want to give up
Like,
their
I
seat
will give up my seat for this
instead
guy
of
to
picking
fucking
the
be
most
on a
important
plane.
guy?
Yeah,
because not everybody's
Knowing-
traveling for fucking.
Well, I mean, at that point,
immediacy.
I'm sure everybody thinks they're more important.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't shit. Anytime
I'm
they fucking
not.
chill out in the airport somewhere, for a couple hours or shit.
We chilled out in the airport for like 7
Especially if
hours,
it's like on the
and we all got
airport's
drunk.
dime.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're paying for all my shit.
Yeah, like, hey, look, I'm gonna drink fucking $1,900 worth of
Yeah.
rum,
yeah,
While I'm
definitely.
waiting for my next flight.
Yeah.
12 hours from now.
There
and
were
I would
def-
do that. I would totally do that because we hung out on the way back from Fort Lauderdale to Raleigh. We got to the airport and we hung out for like 5 or 6 hours, and we just hung out at the little airport bar, and we
Yeah.
got to know the bartender.
Which
lady.
bar?
It was like a little.
I mean, which airport? Sorry.
the one in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Coming back up. The bartender lady was super awesome. We called her
Yeah.
Mama Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like, she was way cool.
I tattooed a chick who bartends at RDU.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was
That was
cool as
awesome,
fuck.
dude.
Yeah, she was
Like,
cool as fuck.
Yeah, I've been flying since I was young, and I love airports.
that was the first time I was ever on a plane,
Uh-huh.
a big plane anyway.
Yeah, commercial.
And
plane.
she actually let me have her like phone and the Bluetooth speaker, so I was like playing old country music, singing to the top of my lungs in like the middle of the fucking airport.
That's some shit you would do.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, definitely.
Seems like your
Only
usual
Jamie could get the
MO.
bartender's phone and fucking play music through.
Well,
it.
actually, you know what? The one person that got her phone number was Carson. Carson got her phone number. She was an older lady, and we actually texted her to make sure she was okay during the recent hurricanes down there. Man, it was just a really cool experience. So,
Yeah.
like, as a patron of an airline,
yeah.
before it escalated to the point of dragging some dumbass off the fucking plane, regardless of your reasoning, I would stand the fuck up, like, yo.
There's
My buddies will come get me when I get home.
There
Like,
was-
fucking, I'll let me off.
Yeah.
Let me off. I'll
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
Especially if it's on that fucking airport time. I'm gonna get like at least fucking 2 free flights out of this fucking.
Yeah, but
thing.
that doesn't apply to this current situation, though, because no one can be like, I'll take that woman's dog allergies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and get off the plane. Like,
Yeah.
there's really no one that could have like stood up on the on this new situation. You know,
But with her, I'm sure. And
There's
in
no
her
one
defense, she probably didn't like. Oh, like I'm not gonna take my documentation with me saying I'm allergic to fucking dogs. But
Well, that's one
With
part of
the-
the argument too. People saying that if you all have a severe allergy, you need to have everything with you,
Yeah.
to be able to
Yeah.
take care of something like that if something happens, because dogs are everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And she's going from New York to L.A. Where in New
Baltimore.
York?
She was leaving from Baltimore.
Baltimore, that's
Oh,
it.
Okay, well,
that was my bad. I fucked up. I thought it was New York.
Fake
Okay.
news.
so dogs.
But
are
yeah,
everywhere, dude.
I just fake news. Yeah,
Yes.
I just I don't know. I feel like in a long flight like that, you're gonna assume that there may be and it wasn't just a dog. It wasn't someone's pet. It was
It was two service animals.
It was a
you know.
service animal. So typically, service animals don't put off a lot. Normally, they're kind of hypoallergenic, right?
Depends.
I would
I mean,
I would
they train
imagine.
any dogs for service, and it depends on type of service. It could have just been an emotional support dog, which it could have been anything. You know what I mean?
I mean, just put them in the back, like put them as far apart as you possibly can. I feel like, and I mean, they're well ventilated.
Yeah.
So I don't think she probably would have had a fucking problem if she just shut the fuck up
Wait,
and
so-
dealt with it.
Did this woman have two individual service animals? Or
Maybe she was real fucked up.
Uh-huh.
She needed a fucking
One wasn't enough.
yeah, well, yeah. Why was one not enough?
Maybe one was
That's a good point.
to show off, or not to show off. Maybe one was to
Maybe
like,
one was for her, one was for the other dog.
could have been.
Right?
Could have been. One could have
Yeah,
been.
the other dog
One could have been
freaked
a emotional support. One could have been trained in.
She could have been a blind, depressed lady.
The smaller one rode the bigger
Yeah,
one.
she could have had diabetes.
Or
and
we're
depressed.
talking about like it's a woman, but it could have been a man.
I'm pretty
or
sure I
whatever.
read that it was a lady.
Was it?
But I could be wrong. Which happens a lot. I don't know. It just tripped me out. I think it's crazy. But yeah, she got in trouble. Like she got even more late for her flight because she got arrested.
Yeah.
Like actually arrested by the cops. And it wasn't the airline that pulled her off the plane. It was the police that pulled her off the plane.
Right.
Because she wouldn't fucking move.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I just don't see why she just didn't fucking get off the plane, just let the airport take care of it.
Because honestly, the airplane could have set her up. The airline could have set her up with a plane that maybe arrived a little bit earlier, or even at the same time.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I really feel like she was just wanting to cause a scene.
Yeah,
right. I'm sure
either
that's what it was.
scenario, the easier way to go is just follow the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, I'm sure the rules are a little gray area sometimes.
Yeah.
For some people, but
I'm sorry. I know that I'm going to fucking be like, all right, I'm getting off before I have the police drag me off. That's just, even if it gets to the point where the police are coming on the plane, I'm like, all right, it's cool, I'm out. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never that concrete in something. I mean, not flying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
we were way easy going. Like, hey, whatever, dude. We were the coolest people on the plane.
Bet you were.
We
I don't
were
know,
the
is
fucking
Fonzie on this plane.
Yeah, it was us as a group.
Fonzie's in the back. He's the coolest.
The airline stewardess. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, sure.
Flight attendants.
Flight attendants. There we go. They ended up giving us like this big ass bag of pretzels and peanuts because nobody else wanted any.
Here's the jumbo bag.
They gave us like toys and shit to take home with us.
Wait,
toy airplanes?
What
They were like little toy airplanes.
Really?
Yeah.
kind of like a Happy Meal for a flight.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Only you and your crowd can just go somewhere and fucking.
Steward
Well,
in
no,
action
like
figure.
White privilege.
we were
all
on
day, all day.
we were on the exit, so like if some shit popped off, we had to help.
Y'all were
people.
holding it down.
You were responsible
We had
for
to help
everyone's
people,
lives.
but we were all drunk, so we were like, "Fucking slide daddy, bro."
They were just
But,
trying to keep y'all happy.
Well, the ladies up front, the flight attendant lady, she's like, "All right, boys, this goes out to y'all. Y'all be safe this weekend." And I just yelled out,
Shout out over the loudspeaker.
"Yeah, we did!" And I yelled out, "Thanks, Mom." And when we were getting off, the flight attendant lady's like, "Hey, one of my partners asked if my kids were on the plane," because we were just, that was cool.
Big kids.
Yeah.
Nah, it was awesome, man. I had a blast.
But yeah, I enjoy flying, man. Just seeing all those people and everybody, and just
It was super enjoyable, and I don't know why someone, unless they were out for attention, like Jacob said, would cause such a fucking stir about stuff.
Or
Because
if
it's
they had to be somewhere, like if you're doing surgery on someone.
yeah, okay.
If you had to perform surgery.
So yeah, the first doctor guy was definitely in the right for that.
Yeah.
He's like, I legitimately need to be on this flight.
Well, if you say he's in the right for it, then everyone else on the fucking plane was in the wrong for it. Because I swear to God, if some shit was popping off like that, I would literally, and I feel like I can speak for everyone of the Lowbrow Nation,
Right.
would stand up and be like, "Hey,
Oh yeah.
let me the fuck
Well, none
off.
of us are
Let this guy
doctors.
go fucking save this fucking life."
Yeah,
he has a fucking beating heart in a fucking cooler.
Yeah, right.
cooler.
A cooler. Let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I'll hang out.
Like
I'll
time
get drunk
is of
on your
the
dime.
essence for a guy like that.
I'll do my
Yeah.
thing. I don't know anything about that one, but I know for a fact flying Southwest, the flight attendants were a little snarky, and that made me like them more because they were moms. They're little snarky moms.
Like
And it was
DMV
perfect.
ladies.
Yeah, no.
Mommy Stark.
No. I said yes, just out of habit, but no, they won't like snarky, like douchebag snarky. They were like funny snarky, kind of
Like they just give you shit and it's
yeah,
like playful.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
playful. It was like hanging out, with your friend's mom.
One day I'll get on a
What
plane.
your friends about?
And
They're
it was
cool, man.
I had
I
a
love flying.
I had a
Hang out with your
blast.
friends'
So I just don't understand. Just stand the fuck up. Like if you see some shit happening, like put your fucking cell phone away. Go. Your buddies will come get you. I promise you. Or get a fucking Uber,
Yeah,
and you're good.
You can do
Just
that.
stop being a dickhead and let this guy fucking sit,
Stop being a dickhead. Jamie 2017.
bruh. Yeah,
I'm into it. All right. Is that it? We're good?
I think so.
I want to plug the website one more time.
Yeah, dude, go for
Yeah.
it. Go for it.
Lowbrownation.com.
www.lowbrownation.com.
Check it out.
www. It's crucial information.
It is.
important, very important.
You can do HTTP or
Or-
HTTPS.
:/.
Yeah,
However it goes.
you can do secure or not secure.
In private browsing, people.
Incognito.
It's the way we put it. It's current events for the everyday person because we talk about stuff.
Talk about titties.
But the way we talk
A
about
lot
stuff,
about titties.
we take out a lot of the bullshit, and a lot of the hype that a lot of news places do, current event places. I don't.
We
like
take out
using
all the
news word.
excitement.
Yeah,
Just in case anyone listens to this podcast and is like, what the fuck is the point of this podcast?
yeah. That's it.
Yeah, check us
Current
out.
events, bro.
We're surrounded by toys.
Check us out between wipes.
Current events for the average guy with no agenda being pushed down your throat.
Right?
Yep. Unless it's
That's it.
the sport of Playboy
Yeah, dude. Fucking Hugh Hefner, RIP.
Support your local titties.
and Southwest Airlines.
I support all local titties.
Local titties.
Even
is
man
it.
titties.
Local tits.
Yeah, and shout out to Steve for being on the podcast. It was a pleasure having you.
Mr. Steve Hooker.
Yeah, so much obliged, guys.
Steve Hooker.
You can
Thanks for
find me
being
on
here, dude.
Instagram at Steve Hooker Tattoo.
At Steve Hooker Tattoo.
At Steve Hooker Tattoo.
Any spaces? No,
No
nothing?
spaces, no bullshit. Just Steve Hooker
At
Tattoo.
Steve Hooker Tattoo. Just how you think you would spell it.
No bells and whistles.
Correct, sir.
All right. And anything else? Any other social medias or anything you want to shout out to?
No Facebook. We established that.
Yeah.
No
You know-
Illuminati.
Tinder or anything?
Yeah,
Grindr?
Tinder, yeah, definitely the Tinder. Yeah, thanks for all the free pussy, guys.
Tinder. Well, thanks again, dude. Thanks for
Yeah,
being
man.
here. We
It was
really
awesome.
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me, guys. I like
We're-
nerding out with you.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. We'll have to have you back soon, dude. Well, thanks again. Heck yeah. Well, thank you all for listening.
That's a wrap.
All right, guys. See y'all next
Ooh,
week.
I like the pop. Do it again.
I didn't do that. That was him.
Who did that? Do it again.
Do that Seinfeld thing.
All right, guys. Until next week, we'll see you on the flip side. Later, y'all.
Later.
All right.